Hey YouTube, it's the Tempest. Yeah, Tempest ain't blowing so hard today. Yeah, yesterday was my regionals, the Frederick Regional, and yeah, the day before that was my dual terminal duel. And honestly, this whole weekend was supposed to be Yu-Gi-Oh, and didn't really turn out so well. Yeah, so I'll go through it. Saturday, this weekend I was playing Firefist because I really wanted to run a meta deck for the regional as opposed to just X-Sabers. So um, I built that. I tested it a lot. It seemed pretty okay when I played it. I went 3-2 in my locals on Saturday. Round one out of we had five rounds and cut the top eight. Round one I played Fire Fist, played the mirror match. Round two, I played and I won the mirror match. Round two, I played TG Stun. Got my ass kicked because I wasn't really expecting it. I didn't exactly know what he was playing because I saw shit like Wind Up Rabbit and stuff. Yeah. Um, so I wasn't really ready for that. Round three, I played um, Wind Up, I think. No, that's not right. Round three, I played X-Sabers, and I won 2 out of them easily. Round four, I played Fire Fist again, and I lost because that guy actually knew what he was doing. um, yeah, round five, I played Mermail, and I won because I sided double Soul Drain and double Defissure. I drew a 5 of 8 side deck cards, so it was good. I beat Mermail. That was pretty good. So I went 3-2 overall. Um, but at the regional, things went really badly. Um, I lost 4 straight rounds, and I was X4 by round four. Yeah, so round one I played against Evil Swords, which are like the Evil Tile, Evil Sword, Evil Czar deck like that. I should have won game one, but I threw it. I used Monster Reborn. I had a Gene Warped in the grave, and I brought back Acid Golem. Yeah, and then he just stalled because I didn't draw anything. I just kept losing 2K every turn, and then I just threw it. And then game two, he would have had me. We went to time. He'd already won game one, so yeah, he won that game, and I should have won that. So it was a really bad tiebreaker anyway. Round two, I played against Inzectors. Wasn't prepared for it. I think I sided well, but I wasn't prepared for it. I hadn't faced it before. I hadn't really expected to see it, so yeah, I lost that one as well. Round three, I played Wind Up, and the funny thing was, I 2-0'd the same guy earlier, and then he beat me 2-1. Like I was playing him before the regional even started, and I 2-0'd him, and then I went 1-2 against him, and I don't know why. I didn't draw anything aside of game two, and then game three, it was just yeah, he derped early, and then I couldn't slow, and I got slowed down. So, and then round four, I played Hero. I didn't have anything decided against Hero. He OTK'd me game one. Game two, it was a good game. Game two was probably against Hero. It was probably my best game all day. And I kept grinding and grinding, and I won. Then game three, he let's see. He started with Alias. I played a rabbit. He super polyed the rabbit before I could activate effect. Made Gaia. I set warning past. Yeah, and I had Dark Hole in hand. So wait, what did I do? No, I did kill the Gaia. No, I didn't. I didn't. I had Dark Hole in hand, and I could have activated it, but I set warning past. He drew normal summon Alias. I warninged. He played Judgment, and then used Miracle Fusion, I think, to get out. Yeah, he must use Miracle Fusion. I don't even remember the exact play, but he got Absolute Zero out, push per game, because I paid 2K for warning. So, yeah, he had that. I felt kind of bad because if I had Dark Hole, I would have won that. But I was already X4, so I dropped after that. It was kind of a sad day. Yeah. In the description, I'll cut to this point. This is going to be where I'm starting my X-Saber deck profile. My weekend wasn't so good, but I think I learned a lot from playing Fire Fists, and I'm hoping to apply it to X-Sabers because I have a really great idea of how I want to run this deck. So here's my X-Saber deck profile. It's very good now. I've tested it on DN like 6 hours today. I know it sounds like a lot, but we had a snow day today. I didn't have anything better to do, so yeah. 6 hours, and I put a lot of thought and effort into this, and it worked really well. So I'll get into it. 3 Bogart Knights. Finally got a third one. It's very good. I'm running 3 in this build, despite not having the need for it really. I am running the tankies to search him out, so you need him at 3. That's all I can say. 2 Full Helm, 1 Airblum. This format, Full Helm Knight, kind of iffy. A lot of people do set things. Most of the stuff that needs to get destroyed. But if you know stuff like Abyssland or Night Assailant, or like what else is there? Because there was another thing that I was thinking of against. Maybe not Spirit Reaper per se, but there's other things. Then you have Full Helm Knight to attack into. Lots of things can happen, you know, because he gets you a plus off the grave. So if they special Megalo off their land when you attack with Full Helm Knight, you still get to bring back your Bogart Knight. You know, make fall troll plays. That's pretty good. And honestly, I'd rather run the Airblum instead of the 3rd Full Helm because they're both searchable, and he gets bottomless, sure, because he's 16, but he's a better attacker when he does go off. And I have 2 lances in here, so yeah. And I like his poking the mill card. It's very good. 3 Emmer's Blade, kind of simple. I feel like this card's kind of getting low on usage lately, but I still like it a lot. It's good for stalling when you need it. 3 Bogart Knight. Or, sorry, 3 Dark Soul. Yeah, 3 Dark Soul Searcher, you need it. 3 Fall Troll. Yeah, 3 Dark Fall Troll. Runs basically the entire deck. That's the main boss monster you have. If you get him off and he doesn't get Bailed or Phoenix Chain, you have a lot of plays you can make. 2 Paschal. Wasn't sure about this card, but it's really good for the level 2 tuner. If anything, synchro plays and still stalling you can get started battle. Now I have another deck that I'm going to show you. It's stuff I borrowed from my friend Paul for the weekend, and I'm going to try and get some to make it better. This is the monster line for my pure X-Saber deck. I'll also show you my Fire Fist version of the X-Sabers right afterward. Basically, it's only a 5 card difference in main deck, 2 difference inside, and 4 difference in extra. So yeah. Okay, so spells for this deck, 2 tanky only. You only have 3 Beast Warriors, so you really only need 2 tanky. It's continuous, so it stays in play. It's very good. Double duality. You know, sometimes this deck either sets and stalls or special summons like crazy. So you have to know when to play this. Usually it's easy to tell. 2 MSTs, only room for 2, but you know, still a good main deck card. 2 Lance, only have 1. We'll get the second one soon, hopefully. Yeah, Lance is too good. I enjoyed it with Fire Fist. I'm liking it with this deck as well. Made a lot of good plays. Reborn, obvious. Starcall, heavy. Staples, very good cards. All have very good uses in this deck. You know. And finally, we have the traps. Double bottoms, emergency call. Only 2 because you know you only have 17 monsters. Besides that, there's lots of room for better traps in here, like you know, anti-meta stuff. So only 1 Mirror Force. I only have room for 1, unfortunately, in this version. 2 Torrentials, 2 Bottomless, 2 Fiendish Chain, Judgment, Warning, Starlight Road. Attacking Starlight Road as opposed to second Mirror Force because I have room in the extra deck for Stardust, and I also really like this card this weekend. It won me. The games I did win was very good. It was a very good win more card, especially at my locals. This one, so many games. Chain's better in main than side. To be honest, it's great. It's like a Veiler except it stops their monsters from attacking, so it has multiple uses. I've changed this out for Veiler against the Samurai matchup. That's about it. You can change this so much better than Veiler. Everything else is standard. Alright, extra deck for this deck is Nat Beasts. Very good. Obviously, it's good. You can make it. And Librarian, Scrap Dragon, because it's level 8. Stardust. You can make either one of these, but I usually save my Stardust for Starlight Road. Barkion. Barkion, yeah, get that. You can like Shock Removal. Souza, because you need it. It's the only thing that Bogart can make with full helmet and airborne, so you need him. Gothams, because it's Gothams. It's big, it gets over Gaios, and among other things. Mistworm. Don't really like him, but he's in there for the just in case plays, and he's not bad, so I still like him. Zen mains. Leviathan, Acid Golem, Staple, rank 3s. He's very scary if you don't have him at the right time, so be very careful when playing him. He's only here as a last resort if I can't get off bottom, to be honest. Then for rank 4s, Maestro, Papal Operative, and Utopia. Honestly, these are my best 3 rank 4s, to be honest. I would rather, my ideal lineup would be, I think Maestro, Papal Operative, and Cowboy. If not, Maestro, Cowboy, and Black Ship of Corn. Yeah. I decided to run more XCs and Synchros because even though I only have 2 Bogart, I like to have options. And you know, Maestro's usually a good play to make, but if my opponent has 1 set, I don't have Full Helm Knight, Papal Operative, obviously, and Utopia in case I need to stall more. So, yeah. There are better things I could potentially run with this build, but you know, I like it the way it is. I think it's fine. Let me switch over to my. Actually, let me check the time of the video really fast. Yeah, it's fine. All right, so I'll switch over to my Fire Fist version now. Oh no, don't do that. My computer went to standby. Okay. Yeah. So basically, this deck only switches out a couple cards to switch between the 2 builds. As I slowly fix it. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Let me talk about the deck actually, you know. So I really liked Bearing Gorilla this weekend. They're amazing cards, both of them. They're easily the best Fire Fists. I mean, everybody says Jade Dragon's good too, but no. I mean, Bear is amazing, and Gorilla has its uses as well. I like Gorilla, especially for the back row removal. So yeah, kind of nice. This version I'm going to show you now has many good uses, including these are coming out, I think. Yes. Yeah. So it has a lot more removal. I think it has a lot better Xyz plays, which means it keeps up with the rest of the format like crazy. So changes. Triple Bogart is the same, obviously. Double Full Helm, 1 Airblum the same. Triple Emmer's Blade, triple Dark Soul, triple Cultural. Okay? And then you take out the 2 Pashuals and you put in either 2 Bears, or in my case, 1 Bear, 1 Gorilla. I like both of them. Now, what you do next is for spells, you run 3 Tenki instead of just 2, and then 1 Tensu, and then this rest is the same: double Duality, double MST, double Lance, Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm. And then traps are E-Calls, 2 Mirror Force, 2 Torrentials, 2 Bottomless, and then Judgment Warning. So, different ratios in this deck. With the fire formations, you have more spells than you do traps. With more spells and traps, you know, Starlight Road's obviously a good choice for this deck. But I don't have the extra deck space for Stardust. I'm using it for more monsters instead. So, this extra deck, most of it is the same. So yeah, obviously without Paschal, you can't make Nappies or Librarian, but you can still make Barkion, Hinley, and Souza. God, I'm just missing all those. Without the with level 4s, but without the requirements of the Bogart Knight, Black Rose Dragon also becomes viable. I like him a lot. And then finally, you get into your Xyz. The rank 3s are the same. Zen Mains, Leviathan, and Acid Golem. And then for rank 4s, 1 Tiger King. I tried running 2. I liked 1 better. He just gets at the random Tensu or Tenki when you exceed the level 4 Beast Warriors, and there are 5 in this deck, and they're very easy to search out with Tenki and whatnot. So, and Dark Soul for that Bogart Knight should you desire it. And his effect is just too good. Detach 1, negate the effects of all non-Beast Warriors until end of turn. Yeah, so Fire Fist, Tiger King is very good in this extra deck with the Fire Fist X-Sabers. Maestro. Papilloperative in this extra deck. I like him, but I kind of wish I had Black Ship. Utopia, yes, good, but I'm taking him out for Cowboy if I can. Albertich, again, I like him, but Diamond Direwolf would be actually a much better choice. It's actually like Direwolf is just too good. It's like Scrap Dragon, but you can make it easier. And then finally, Shockmaster. You have one Tensu in this deck, so it is possible to make Shockmaster by doing Bogart, and then another either Bear or Gorilla, or another Bogart Knight, whatever, if you have Tensu. So, yeah. You don't make him often, but when you can make him, it can really rip people's days. So, I run the Shockmaster. Alright, so that's my new X-Saber deck updates. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found this helpful. Oh, I almost forgot. D-side deck. 2 Ios. This is usually the same for both, and I'll go over the quick changes. 2 Ios. It's good against a lot of things. As the format goes on, I'm probably going to take him out for Soul Drains, because Soul Drain's really good against Mermail. But Soul Drain also kind of hurts my Dark Souls, so it's kind of iffy. 2 Veiler, 2 Mexi, these are obvious. I might only drop her down to 1, but I don't have any better choices. MST, double Dust Tornado for the Rabbit matchup, extra back row removal. 2 Mind Crush against Mermail, 2 Compulse, and then in the X-Saber version, Book and Mind Crush, a 3rd Mind Crush, because I'm not running anything better. In the Fire Fist version, since I'm not maining Fiendish Chain or not space for it in the main, I would side these instead of these, because if you can't main Fiendish Chain, it's much better than the side. So, yeah. Alright. Obviously, there are choices, but I'm running out of time as it is. I'm kind of going really long here. I'll put annotations and stuff at the in my comments so you can link to things and go back to it. I can't really give anything else to say. Most of these choices are pretty stapley. You can go look at my other videos for in-depth explanations for most of this stuff, but it's pretty standard. I do prefer the Fire Fist version with the 1-1 Gorilla for the extra removal it has. Pashel's okay, but I think I'd rather have Xyz Monster than Synchro Monster at this point, because it just keep up better with the format. Yeah. So this is Tempest signing off. Thanks again for watching, and have a nice day.